Hello, what's up, everybody? It is very nice to see you. Hold on, I'm doing some stuff to share this real quick, but here we go. It has been shared. So, we've released a brand new track. It's called Empire, and before we keep this going, I want you guys to remember to share this. I want you all to share this so everyone else on your Facebook can see it and join in on the fun. I will be taking some callers. I'll be taking some calls from fans, sorry, which I'll put the link for if you are not a Patreon member. I will put the link down here at the bottom before we get this thing started. I'm going to be here for a good long while, so we will be discussing this for quite some time. So let me pin this right here, right there. So there's a link at the bottom, patreon.com/heyrob, if you guys want to join in on the discussion and talk about this controversial new track. Now, not that we're talking about anything controversial, but it's left our fans very, very polarized. And so I have to be here to discuss this stuff with you. So shout out to everyone that's joined. I got some family members on here. My cousin David's on here. My cousin Benny's on here. Yo, what's good? My brother-in-law Jesse's here. I got my friend Jesse, who I just hung out with the other day, who's a proud member of the Hey Rob Patreon community. It's very nice to see you guys all join me. So I want to do something interesting right now. Thrasher and I talked about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and read you some of the comments that I've been seeing all day. This is pretty interesting, and I want to get your guys' take, okay? And I'm going to be bringing some of you on here to discuss live in person with me this brand new song from Escape the Fate. If you want to join me, patreon.com/heyrob, sign up and I will add you. Give me some thumbs up on this, give me some hearts, give me some likes, give me everything so we can make sure this video blows up. But listen, let's read some of these comments. It's pretty entertaining, because there's going to be a whole reason why I want to go through this. So here's one right here. Let me scroll down to it. Oh wow, this is amazing. So this comment comes from Philip DiMaggio. He says, "Just my personal opinion, but I've never been disappointed by ETF until today. The lyrics seem lazy, both in writing and execution. Maybe it'll grow on me since I had really high expectations." Amen from Brianna Tyler. Amen indeed from Matthew Lefebvre, whatever, I still can't say your last name. And then Castaway Pierce says, "No amen." And then this other person says, "I listened to it a couple times and it does grow on you." And then this Matthew something says, "Yeah, it sucks. What happened when they used to play real music like This War Is Ours?" Crazy. And then I keep seeing comments, "What the fuck happened to Escape the Fate? This is horrible. First time I couldn't listen to one of your songs the whole way through. Hopefully the rest of this album doesn't sound like this garbage." Shall I keep going? Let's do it. Here we go. "I hope this is the worst song on the CD. I was really excited, but holy boo." This is saying a lot for me because I seriously love every single Escape the Fate song ever before. Don't fix stuff that isn't broken. You guys are awesome. And then this other guy says, guys, calm the fuck down. You guys didn't even hear the whole album and you're crying like shit ass bitches like y'all mama spanking your tiny dick. It's a good anthem song or an intro song for them. There's always a song like this on the album. If you're a real ETF fan, you'll definitely hear some songs like this in every album. Fucking turds. Go ahead and listen to a different band. See, and I mean, I might keep going. Honestly, I might keep going, but I'll come back to it and see. This is another one. I've been a fan since they started, and I'm 30 years old. I'm digging this track. Kind of sounds like a bit like "Hate Me" song, and I'm glad to hear the band experiment with new sounds. So these kind of controversial things happen. Okay, the reality is that I've been reading these types of comments with every single fucking song I've ever put out with any incarnation of the fucking lineup of the band. When we released Just the Memory on the last record, was the first song we put out. It was fucking heavy. It had guitar solos. It had breakdowns. It had a fucking crazy gnarly chorus. Had great lyrics. Had everything. Had your screaming. It had your hook. And I still got hate. I still get people saying, yeah, well, fucking, I like Ashley better, and I like songs like Something better, and I really wish they would play more songs like Picture Perfect. And what? And then we release a song that's more hooky and catchy and more meaningful, like in terms of like the lyrics are far more, you know, obviously dealing with traumatic instances in our lives and things like that. And then I hear, what happened to this band? They used to be fucking heavy. What? It's like, I don't understand. So you see, no matter what you do, you're gonna piss someone off, and they will expect this or that. And that's the beauty of Escape the Fate, because we do everything. We do absolutely everything because we're humans. We're fucking human beings, and we feel different emotions, and we feel different vibes at different times. At some points, we want to fucking party. Believe it or not, I said in a tweet recently that this new album is by far the most emotional that we've ever done, and I completely stand by that. And this new song is about drinking. It's about completely drowning all your fucking sorrows. And yeah, that's part of life. I've done that many times on this tour already. I've done that many times in my life. And that isn't limited to just this fucking, you know, like, oh, if I'm sad, I'm just going to write a sad song. It's like you deal with it in many ways. Some of them healthy, some of them like this, not so healthy, right? And sometimes you just want to let loose. I'll be honest, this may not have been my first choice, as this was the song we were going to release. It may not have been the band as a whole. This is the first song we want to show you guys, because it's fucking scary. It's scary to put up a song like that and see what people are going to react to. But we fucking keep it real. I'm keeping it real right now. Very scary to put out a song like this first, with all these expectations of what's their album going to be like. Who knows? And then the record label fucking loves this song, and they're like, no, we got to do this one, dude. Everyone has their opinion. And Thrasher was feeling this fucking song. He wanted to write a fucking party anthem. He said, we need something that's just like bumping, dude. Something that you could just turn up real loud and just fucking vibe out and get fucked up to. You know, part of my language, I'm cussing a lot here, but that's what he wanted. And as his friend and as his bandmate, my goal was to help him achieve that. And I think we did. Now, not every single song is going to be a tearjerker. Not every song is going to be a pop punk power ballad. Not every song is going to be, you know, metalcore shredfest anthem. Not every song is going to be that, you know. Every song has its own place. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not surprised that people aren't liking it. And I'm not surprised that people are loving it. I've had every emotion and every reaction to every single thing we've ever done. But I assure you, the lyrics to this song are not hollow and meaningless. They are very, very important to the grand scope of exactly what this album is about. This is a very, very important piece of it all. When you put it all together and you take a step back and look what we created, you're going to realize that this song has a very big place in that. And I'm proud of it. You know, it is scary. It is scary. It's not my favorite. Trust me, it's not my favorite. There are, yeah, just fucking wait, dude. But there are people who love this song. I showed two fans, my friend Kaylee and her sister. I sat them in the car and I showed them different songs from the album. And one would love this song and the other would hate it. Then I'd show them another song. This one would love the song and then that one would hate it. You know, and I've gotten every mixed reaction. I've showed my friend one time, yo, we got this song called One for the Money. I don't know what you're gonna think about it, man. This one's kind of weird. We play that song and he's like, wow, dude, okay, so that's the worst song you've ever done. Well, guess what? That's the most song that gets played, more so than any other Escape the Fate song, including the old ones, including everything that has the Escape the Fate name. That song gets streamed the most on all the platforms of Spotify and all those YouTube, everything. That's the one that gets played the most. That's just statistical fact. And when I showed my friend that, he said, wow, dude, that's really bad. You know? So just people like different things, you know? So with that said, I want to bring on a couple fans. I want to bring you guys on, and I want you to hear your opinion on this, because this is interesting. I want to hear it firsthand and see what you think about that, because as an artist, it is hard. You have all these goals and you want to promote things. Now, the rest of the album isn't coming out for a while. We still got some months. We're still going to release another song. There's going to be videos. There's going to be all kinds of shit going on. So it's going to be really awesome to see where that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and bring on Yoeli, because we actually, she's one of my Patreons. Again, if you want to subscribe and be on the show, right here, patreon.com/HeyRob. Yoeli is my OG. She was my very first Patreon member ever. So I'm going to bring her on now. I do follow her on social media because that's one of the perks of being one of my Patrons. So let's bring her on. She has some weird things to say, so let's see what she says. Dang, this is crazy. And make sure to follow me too, Robert Ortiz, facebook.com/RobertETF. Yo, what's up, Yoeli?
Hey, what's
You got
up?
some interesting things to say about this song. What are you thinking?
At first, I was kind of shocked, and I had no idea what to think. I was like, I'm not sure if I like this or not. But then as I kept listening to it, I've been having the song on repeat. It's growing on me. I've got to say, it's not my favorite ETF song, but I don't think it's bad. I do like it.
You know what it is with you? Is you like lyrics. You're a lyric person. I know this about you.
Mm-hmm.
You like him, and you like a bunch of other bands. And so when you hear something like this, it sounds very hollow to you. It sounds like there's just like some kind of club fucking thing going on. Like, what is this? This is fucking, it sounds weird. What are they, fucking EDM now? Like, we've never had electronic songs before on our album. You know, this one's weird though. It's weird, right?
It really is.
But it's exciting.
But I do like that you guys are experimenting with new sounds, you know? There are so many bands that are trying to experiment with new sounds, and then the stuff they come out with is just crap. You guys experimented with something and you got it right. It's different, but I think I like it for, for being what it is, a party anthem. I like it. It's sometimes you just need a song to just feel good and party to, and that's what this song is.
It's sometimes you gotta feel good. It's weird, even if it's disguised. Why this is a feel-good song, it might not be, but it is. I don't know. You'll see when the rest of the album comes out. It's gonna be crazy, dude. But I'm gonna keep this party rolling. So you're still, as a loyal Escape the Fate fan, though. Next song will drop. You'll be the first one to listen to it, right?
Yes, I was so excited. I woke up to it. That was the first thing I did this morning, and I'm like, great, best way to wake up.
Shocked you this morning. They're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? What is this sound? This is fucking weird. Do I like this? I don't know. It's Craig singing, but what's going on? That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. But sometimes I think it's like a wrestler, dude. They have this saying in wrestling, in WWE. If the crowd's cheering, you're winning. If the crowd's booing, you're winning. If it's somewhere in that middle range where they kind of don't really care, that sucks. You know what I mean? So there's passions on either side. And when we were in the studio, that's how we were reacting. It was literally like I would be like, I fucking love that. That's so weird, and it's just different. I'm finally hearing something that doesn't sound like everything else. And then the next guy would hear it and be like, wow, that fucking is horrible. I hate it. So, you know, that's what you get. Yeah, but you got a lot of noise going on. So, hang on. We'll talk later. It's getting too loud over there, dude. Fucking crazy, man. So again, if you're not already subscribed, head over to patreon.com/heyrob and sign up, and you could be part of this, and you could come on just like you, Ellie. Give me your take. See what you think. Why are you scared? What's it going to sound like? Does the rest of the album sound like this? I like this era. What is Escape the Fate to you? So I'm going to actually bring my friend Jesse here. Jesse, I'm coming to you next. I just hung out with him because Jesse likes the heavy shit of Escape the Fate, but he never once labeled us a heavy band like many fans do, which is very strange to me. This War Is Ours had 2 heavy songs on it, if you want to call The Flood heavy. You know what I mean? So,
hello.
What's up, Jesse? We can't see you very well. Are you good to talk?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let you get situated there for a second.
Yeah,
This song, have you had a chance to listen?
I didn't know about it until you started the live stream, and I went and checked it out and came back.
Wow, so this is fresh. This is fresh. This is scary. Shoot it to me straight.
Well, Kayla's here with me. She hasn't heard it yet because I was listening to it with the headphones, just to hear like everything that I could with it. And my initial reaction was, lyrically, it sounds like something either from Hate Me or the self-titled Escape the Fate album with City of Sin and some of the other songs, because it reminds me of, in some of the interviews you guys had, where you were coming up with, I think it was Ungrateful, and you all said something like, even though the band primarily from Las Vegas, that doesn't mean you have to be a party band, which is what you all felt whenever you went in for Escape the Fate. And this song comes off as another one of those party songs. So it kind of made me like think back to some of those interviews you guys had with that. But even with Craig's Dead Rabbits, like there's party songs on there as well. So, or at least what I would consider party songs. I guess it just depends on who's listening to it. And musically, it reminds me a lot of the song Hate Me off of the new album, obviously, Hate Me, where it has the electronic synths or keyboards, whatever you want to call it.
So basically what you're getting at is that you're not necessarily shocked by something like this. You're just like, well, you don't know how to wrap your mind around.
Yeah, the song Hate Me did stand out on that album because of some of the sounds that it had in the background. And this new song sounds like a natural progression of that sound.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it does to me.
Yeah, and see, so, and I don't know, does the rest of this record sound like that? It might not. It might completely sound different. It might have nothing to do with this style of music. It might be a full-on EDM record. We just don't know at this point, you know? It's four-letter word that we've been playing live, and some of you've seen the grainy YouTube videos. That might not even be on the record. We just can't say at this juncture, you know? But that's interesting. You say it's real quick, because you're primarily into the riffage shred solo stuff of Escape the Fate, right? That's, you said that the Aftermath Guillotine 3 was your favorite, correct?
Yeah. Whenever we was all at the concert, that was definitely one of my favorites just because of that solo. But I do like some of the poppier songs like Situations and some of the others. But primarily I would say the heavier songs, especially with the music that I've been trying to make, has influenced me. The heavier stuff from Escape the Fate and bands like Asking Alexandria and some of the others. But this new song makes me, especially after hearing Four Letter Word, makes me excited to see what to expect from the rest of the songs. Because this song sounds very different. Like those two songs, even though they're both new, sound very different from each other. So I'm really excited to see the variety from the new album.
It might not even be variety, dude. Maybe 4-letter. No, you didn't. You didn't. Maybe 4-letter words completely fucking all experimental and actually sounds way more fucking like that than what you think. But I'm gonna keep this party going, dude. So that's what the theme is tonight. Let's fucking party all night, dude. But thanks again, Jesse, for If you guys want to join me and you're already a Patreon member, just go ahead and say, hey, get me next. And I have the list right here of everyone that's on Patreon in front of me. But if you are not and you want to join me, and not only for this discussion, but once I have you on there, anytime I go live, you can come on here and we do a lot of fan mails where you guys can ask me questions about anything you want. And you can, we can you can just tell me whatever you want. I can be your therapist once in a while. This is what I do. It's what I like to do. But today we're talking about this new song, and a lot of people got a lot of crazy opinions on it. So, I just want to hear it from you guys, because it is interesting, like, to hear it purely. And I think the human mind is very egotistical. I think you want to hear something and you kind of almost make up your mind before the end of the first note whether you like something or not. And I think we tend to fear that which we do not know. So it's kind of like, that's why people are more scared in the dark than they are in the day, because they can't see. And so when you're hearing something for the first time, your mind does not know how to process this. And I think my connection's breaking up a little bit. But if your mind does not know how to process the song, like, I'll give you one example. When I heard the new Metallica record, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, I didn't like it. I was like, oh man, this is kind of weird and bland, and I don't know. But then I like really gave it a whole chance, front to back, listening to the whole thing, and certain parts would stand out to me, and I'm like, well, that's cool, and then, well, that's fucking really cool too. And then before I knew it, I'm like, wow, this record's fucking great. And then I would listen to it and it became familiar. That's why you can even listen to a song on the radio and hate it, but once you hear it a million times, all of a sudden you love it and you're singing it and it just kind of gets played because you become familiar with it and it's comfortable to you. Even if you initially didn't even fucking like that song, even if you really still shouldn't like that song because it doesn't appeal to you in any other normal way that you would listen to a song of your normal choosing, you still become familiar with it. Like when I grew up, and it was not cool to listen to boy bands and it was not cool to listen to rap and you hated all that stuff. Now that shit gets played, it's all nostalgic. I'm like, yeah, play Backstreet Boys. I fucking hated them. I talked shit on them when I was a kid, but now it's cool to like them because we're familiar and it reminds you of this happy time. But this new music, it kind of shocks your senses, right? You don't know what to make of this. And I think it's polarizing because people have a preconceived notion of what Escape the Fate is before they actually even listen to it. I believe that people want to believe that we're that heavy band or that we're this like straight pop emo band. Like I think people want to believe that we're something like that you can put us in a box. We're just not. We're just us, and we have different emotions at different times. And sometimes we want to be experimental. Sometimes we want to be a little weird with shit. And speaking of wanting to be experimental, if he's ready to come on, I'm going to bring on a very special guest, the man who wrote this song himself. That would be Mr. Thrasher. So let's go ahead and see if he's ready to come on. He's in another hotel room right now. And let's see what he has to say, man, because this is, he wanted to write a party anthem, and I said, let's fucking do it. I like it. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. I was scared of it. But here we go. But we're all a little weird, aren't we? Right? Hopefully we can. Hopefully the stream isn't too bad. If it's really bad, just let me know. But hopefully we can get Thrasher on. I'm going to you, Mr. Thrasher. While we wait for him, I'll remind you guys again, as I will the entire time I'm here. He's not picking up. He's too cool for me now, dude. But if you guys do want to become a Patreon member and be on the show, patreon.com/HeyRob. I just now got a new one from Eddie Farrell. So if you're still on, Eddie, I'll go to you next to welcome you on. Yeah, Thrasher is not answering. Hopefully my stream is holding up. If it's not, let me know, and I will switch to my normal phone streaming. All right, let me send you the invite one more time, Thrasher. Damn, yeah, it's freezing up a little bit for me, so let me...
Yo, what's up? Can you see me? Is this working?
There we go. It is working.
What's up?
Now.
You got about 20 minutes
before you're not in the hotel.
I'm at BJ's right now. but I've got 20 minutes before this happy hour kicks in so I can order my food. So I want to celebrate this Empire release with everybody out there.
If there's any song to drink to, it's this one. So maybe you want to
So what are you guys doing?
We're discussing this new song. It's been controversial. I've read things such as, fuck yeah, this is great. And a lot of, this is the worst pile of garbage ever. I'm fucking returning my ticket and you lost me as a fan forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty gnarly.
It's been a little nuts, dude. We've been watching your guys' comments. I want to get away from this, the music over here so it's easier to hear. But it's crazy reading these comments.
You need to, for copyright reasons, to get away from that music, or else this will not post.
They'll shut us down.
They will.
But yeah, this song's badass, man. This is a rock and roll like party anthem, and you know, honestly, right before coming in to write the song, I was like just listening to a bunch of different music. Like I was just jamming out to Kendrick Lamar, and I always listen to like different styles of music, hip hop and stuff, and that's kind of what inspired this beat. But honestly, I had a rough night the night before coming into like, what's up?
There you are. You're good now. You're good now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I had a rough night before going into the studio to work on some of our record. And just thinking about my night was like the lyrics were just happening. It's like, dude, I fucking spent all my money last night. Like I had $200 or $300 cash in my pocket, and I literally spent all my money. Like I came home with like $2 in my pocket. I'm like, I mean, it's not all my money to my name, obviously, but it's like, you know, I just had some cash, and I'm like, I spent all of it. Fuck. And I just started writing these things as lyrics. And, you know, it was kind of a more literal thing. And then, you know, I was just reflecting after that, and I was like, you know, what could be like this universal party, like big thematic song that we can like play? And almost at that time, I was in a weird place where I didn't want to listen to emotional music. Like I couldn't, I guess I was being very emotional myself. And, you know, emotional music was like just bothering me, and I just didn't want to listen to it. I wanted to listen.
You say that because at that time when we were writing, I was really, you know, getting into my own soul and kind of exercising demons. And I would be at the gym working out. You know, obviously, that's no surprise. You guys fucking know that's what I do with my life, right? So, and I'm just listening to this like fucking like sad fucking music all day. I'm like, I'm tired of being fucking sad, dude. Like, let's write something fucking dope. And that's when you came up with that. And when I heard it, I was so like weirded out by it, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it. I was no longer listening to the same style of shit that I've been listening to over and over. And we all have those nights, dude. We'll have nights where we're on tour and we're sad. Maybe you're bummed out about this. I'm bummed out about that. Or maybe we're stoked that it's Halloween, but we'll get fucked up and we'll be like, damn, dude, that was crazy last night, huh? Like, can you believe we did this shit? And like, I lost my wallet. like
that's I mean? I feel like people like connect to like even Rob Zombie, like Dracula. It's like burning witches, but it's just like got that upbeat like feeling, and he's talking about, you know, Dracula drag car, and you know, all his haunted, scary stuff, but it's just fun to listen to, and it's not something that's gonna like make you reflect. Maybe if you're going through different relationship crises, or like your personal relations are like weird, and you want to kind of have that escapism, and that's kind of what this song was, honestly, for me. I was like, dude, I want a song that's like not so emotional, like, because as artists, we're so in touch with ourselves, we're so sensitive at times, because we have to open our hearts up to write music. And sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you just want to say,
and even exactly. But even if we switch pages to just, you know, the sounds itself, as we're still musicians, you know, it's not all 100% emotion. There's still the art of painting the shit that you're painting with, what colors you're going to use. What kind of canvas are you you know, graffitiing on a wall? Are you using a standard canvas with paint? Are you using pencils? And you know, there's so many different ways to create your art. And on this, it went more electronic route because, I mean, let's be real, when you're out
that's
in the park,
another thing that's a little intentional, dude. And I wanted to open up about that too. The sounds are like a little ironic in a way to me. Like now that I've been like analyzing it all day and I've been seeing a lot of feedback and I'm like really thinking about it, I'm like, when you go to a club and you're drinking and you're partying and you're at a club, it's loud, banging 808 drums, hard sounding music that like literally can't even be recreated by an acoustic drum set. And that's why we kind of added all this big production, but it's almost ironic because it's like we're just capturing like this big party vibe and we're almost like kind of making fun of it in a way. It's like the lyrics are a little dark if you think about it. If you read the surface, yeah, they're pretty literal, but if you get down to it, it's like, I set my friends on fire, and now they're all lit up. Welcome to my empire. And like, this is my empire, but it's not my empire of like happiness. It's like where everybody's fucked up. Like being fucked up is not like the best thing. Like everyone's like fucked up. Oh, I can't stand. And it's like everyone's a mess. It's like,
so you say, you know, when there is a side to it where you're basically becoming the devil because you're lighting your friends on fire with this. You're pushing them, you're peer pressuring them into damaging themselves, fucked up, if you will. So that's where it's kind of like, this sort of thing is really cool, and I like that we went somewhere different with it. It challenges us. It certainly challenges me because being the old school guy, the guy that likes fucking classic rock and shit like that, this stuff isn't easy for me to digest, you know. I'm an old school throwback guy myself, so I get where these fans come from. It shocks the senses, but that's what you needed to get out at that particular moment, and you have fun with it. And sometimes it's good to get away from even your own guitar or your own drum set or whatever and just push buttons and see what happens, because it's just fun. It's like being a little kid. Like I watch my daughters run around my house and they'll just start picking shit up. It's like, we buy you these toys and they'll pick up the box and then they'll just grab something and it just looks fun. So you just try shit. And that's what you were doing here. You know, trying to create that atmosphere that was the club for you, and you know, doing all that shit while like having fun making sounds. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, it's because we don't do that. Like we don't ever do that stuff, and it's like we're almost poking fun at that stuff in a weird way. You know, that's why I say it is a little ironic, because there are two sides of it. You know.
Exactly. Hey man, well I'm gonna go, dude. Go enjoy the happy hour. I'll probably join you there. And we'll get lit up, dude.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on your show.
For sure, for sure. And we'll be back again tomorrow to talk a little bit more with the fans on the band's official page and everything. So we'll see you, dude.
All right, peace, bro.
Fucking Thrasher, the creator of all the controversy. So yeah, so I'm getting a few of you guys that are newbies, and I want to go to you. And you know, after hearing that, kind of see what it is. It's so weird. And here's what's the other side of it, that, you know, it seems like I'm totally defending this song and my right as an artist to create this song and to enjoy it and trying to like make you guys believe in why you should enjoy it. No, because there's also you guys that are such loyal diehard fans that you'll back it no matter what. You'll be like, oh, I hate it, but fuck it, I'm gonna support you anyway. Be honest with yourself. Say, I don't fucking like it. Fuck it. I don't like it. But I'm your fan. You've helped me through a lot. You've gave me a lot of good times. So I'm just gonna wait. I'll just wait for the next one. You know what I mean? And let's see how that one sounds. You don't have to fucking convince yourself to like it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hopefully the stream is doing okay. If it's not, let me know, and I could switch to another means of, I'm on like the Wi-Fi here. Sometimes it might be getting shoddy. So if that happens, let me know, you know, but you don't have to convince yourself to like something you don't like. Give it an honest chance. But this album, it's got a lot of stuff on it. So anyways, let's get back to some more fans. Eddie, before you fucking fall off, I see you became a brand new Patreon member, so I'd like to welcome you on if you got a second before you fucking lose your battery, your phone. Eddie J. Farrell, you're here. What's up? Welcome to the
What's up,
fucking
bruh?
Patreon family and everything, man. We're talking the new song. We're talking anything. Actually, you can bring up anything you want, but welcome to the family and everything. And it's awesome to have you. Hopefully your phone doesn't die. Where are you from?
From Camden, New Jersey, but I live in Lindenwold. But I seen you in
Yeah,
Philly,
yeah,
man.
okay, yeah. We were outside the merch at the end of the night, right?
Yeah, you got my girl's
Oh
T-shirt
yeah,
signed.
yes, I remember you now, man. That was awesome. There was also another couple fans there with like right where you were at as well. But I definitely remember you guys, man. So it's good to see you again.
Yeah, you were talking to that girl who's like 15 years old, aspiring to be a
Yeah, she was
musician.
asking me for a lot of advice, and she's I guess a guitar player, a songwriter, or something. So I was kind of trying to give her some encouragement, like, you know, stick to your art as I'm doing right now, and do you. And just push and look for opportunities, you know. And so hopefully she's young and she's got that drive, and you know, hopefully she'll make it one day and do what she wants to do and chases her dreams, you know what I'm saying? So it's awesome. But have you had a chance to listen to this new track?
No, I didn't. I actually got the notification from it, and I haven't listened to it. I had class today till 4, so I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But I was looking forward to. I actually got Escape the Fate on the
Nice.
Spotify
It
right
should be
now.
on there. So check it out as soon as you get done here. Check it out, and you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't you go listen to it, digest it? It's gonna be weird, or you might love it. So check it out. Message me back on here, and let's get your take.
What was why were you so tired that night though when you said I'm tired, I
Oh,
gotta
dude.
go?
Well, fuck. I didn't. I listen. I got hit by a car the day before. I ran, I still ran the
Yeah.
full 9 miles. 6 of that was after getting hit by a car, and I was just exhausted, man. It was a long day. I still worked out. I did legs. I played a show. Didn't sleep much because I was traumatized by the experience. So, yeah, I was just exhausted, man. I don't like my body was like,
You know, we were out there. The doors didn't even open until 6, and we were out there at 1 o'clock,
oh
bro,
my gosh. See, that's a diehard
to
fan
see you.
right there, man. That's badass, dude. And I'm glad you guys had a good
Yeah,
time.
man.
So listen, man, you are now on.
I'll let you go.
Real quick, you're now on. Anytime I go live, you can just hit me up and I will bring you on whenever. But I want to kind of try to stick to the topic of this new song. So go give it a listen, digest it for a moment, and then we'll bring you back on.
What's it called again?
It's called,
I know I got the notification, but I'm just wondering.
Empire.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that's right.
Empire. So,
Because I think I got the tweet as well. The tweet or on Instagram, one of the two, and
yeah,
I
check
saw
it
that.
out, man. Then we'll bring you back on. But now you are here, so we can bring you back on whenever. All right? Peace, man. Thanks for the
All right,
support, brother.
all right.
See you in a bit. Later. Eddie J. Farrell from, I can't remember, but I did see him in Philly. So, anyways, let's head over to another newbie real quick. Miss Katie Wall, if you are still there. Emily Marie Reynolds, I remember you. I just added you as well. And Robbie Jackson, bunch of new Patreon members today. Trying to look for you guys. Message me if I'm talking to you. Message me and let me know. All right. Well, let's go to Miss Emily Marie Reynolds. Well, hopefully this works. But if you guys want to be on patreon.com/HeyRod, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me all that good shit, and let's share this. Sharing this so that other people can join in on the conversation. Miss Emily Marie, it was hard to find you on Facebook, but I'll try to add you now. Let me see. But can you turn down whatever's going on in the background? Because we don't want to get flagged by Facebook. Whatever you got. And the stream is going slow. There we go. Lower the TV or whatever you got going on.
Oh, sorry, watching Total Bellas.
Oh Lord, see, this is the kind of shit that gets Facebook on us, and they'll shut the whole thing down, dude. I'm telling you, it's happened before. Escape the Fate came and posted their own damn music. So, anyways, have you had an opportunity to wait? First of all, that's the Total Bellas where Nikki's where Bree's about to have her baby, huh?
Yeah, it's a season finale, and that's when
Dang.
John popped the question to Nikki in the ring.
And then, dude, freaking starts shaking, dude. Like, Bree starts shaking. She's so scared to have this baby, dude. But anyways, have you heard the new song?
Not yet. I did see like the little video
Oh,
clip on Facebook. I just haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
well
I'm
then,
gonna
listen
though.
to me. I will come back to you. You listen to it right now. Come back to me, and we'll go back to you. Okay?
Okay.
We're sticking to the topic today. We'll hear from you in a bit. So, yeah, dude, this is crazy, man. This is pretty gnarly. Where's Robbie Jackson at? Let's find Robbie Jackson. There we go. The Night Owl. The Night Owl, who has just got herself some drumsticks on Patreon. So if you want to sign up and be doing this, you can get yourself some drumsticks. Hey, what's up, Robbie? Can you hear me? Oh, the connection's bad. Uh-oh. You got a few seconds. Make this happen. Fix this. 5, 4, 3. Go get your connection better. Mine's probably not that good either. So go check it out. Go outside. Go stand by a window. I'll come back to you in a couple of minutes. Where's Katie Wall at? Katie Wall, are you here? Katie Flo Wall. Oh no, we can't go to Katie Wall right now because there is a kind of there's an issue going on right now. So yeah, let me see. See, I've listened to the new song a bunch of times now, and it's so dope. I love the new song. See, and that's crazy. Not everyone's gonna like it. So Brian Parker did sign up. Brian Parker's a drummer. He's asked to come on. He's a Patreon member, so let's get him on and yeah, let's see where we go. I'm inviting him on, but keep to the topic, dude. Artistry, you know. Yo, what's up, Brian?
What's up, dude?
There you are. Good to
What's
have
up?
you back on, and you're officially part of the Patreon community. Did you have a chance to
Yeah.
hear the new song?
Yeah, I like it.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So what do you make of all this? Because like some people are like really like, this is a piece of shit. My own wife was like,
No.
that song sucks.
No, it's a bit different, but I wouldn't. I don't think my brother would like it.
Really? See, that's crazy. And I'm going to compare it to another song real quick. And that is a song called A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold. You an Avenged fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they have that.
That's what I grew up on. And then you guys.
See, Avenged Sevenfold had A Little Piece of Heaven where, you know, it was this really weird circus fucking sounding like Pee Wee Herman shit going on and all crazy and fucking 9 minutes long. And it's like this like theatrical shit about some dude killing someone or killing the significant other and coming back from the dead, or I don't know. It's fucking out there, bananas, right? And when they were in the studio,
Like his wife or something like that.
dude, when they were in the studio and I watched the documentary about it, they're like Jimmy, who wrote it, the Rev, rest in peace forever. He's like, this is awesome, and the rest of the guys are, I don't know, dude, it's fucking out there. It's not avenged enough, and they're like, well, fuck it, you wrote it, you're in Avenged. This is Avenged Sevenfold. Let's fucking do it. And my old tour manager, Josh, has a fucking tattoo of the artwork on his arm. And that is my favorite Avenged Sevenfold song. Well, depending on what I'm listening to, but that's up there. You know, and this song is really, really weird. And One for the Money was that for us as well. So, I mean, you're
I like that one.
to it.
I like that one.
Yeah, see? And so there's all kinds of fans for every part of Escape the Fate. What are your, like, more favorite type of stuff from us?
I started watching Gorgeous Nightmare at first. And then, actually, no, it started with The Flood, and then Gorgeous Nightmare. And then I found all the older stuff, and I was like, oh, it's a different singer. Were you their drummer as well?
Yeah, I'm the only OG left. I'm the last of the Mohicans, dog.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You ever heard of The Dude?
The Dude, fucking, like, what's his name? What the fuck is it called? The Big Lebowski?
Like D-O-O-D.
No, I have not.
Oh, that was my old band.
Really, I'll have to check it out. Dude, Dood. Oh fuck, I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, Dood.
Dood, dude. Dude, as in death. That's a Dutch word for death. Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
With that,
the band I'm in now they're called Fatherless Bastard.
Fatherless man, you don't fuck around, dude. Metal as fuck, dude. Well, you're coming out to one of the shows in Florida, right?
Yeah, if I have the money to, and if I could find a ride.
Well, we're playing Orlando and in Tampa, like in 2 days. So get your ass together and let's do this. All right.
All right.
And if we got room on the fucking guest list, maybe I'll take care of you. We'll see.
All right, sweet.
But we do got friends out in Florida. My friend Future Legend, who's got me this shirt, he'll be there. So we'll see what's up. But hey, man, I'm gonna get to some other fans. Tomorrow we'll be back for Fan Mail Friday. We'll talk a little bit more about this type of stuff. But I want to kind of stay on topic today. And I appreciate the good words, dude. Giving it an opportunity, let it digest, and fucking see maybe you'll like it. But the other stuff might be different. It might be exactly the same, but it might be complete opposite of this sound. We just don't know yet. All right. We'll see you next time, dude. Later. That's Brian Parker, dude. Brian Parker. So let's see. Where we at? Let's go back to the list here. Who wants to come on? Which one of my Patreons wants to come on, dude? Let's see where we are at right now. If you want to join, patreon.com/HeyRob, and we'll get you on. So there we go. Let me see. Robbie Night Owl Jackson, we're going to go back to you. Hopefully it's a little better this time around. Yo, what's up, Robbie?
Sweet. Well, what's up, man? How you doing?
Seems like you're connected. I'm doing good, man. It's a weird day, listening to some new stuff and just kind of dropping a bomb on everybody with this song. And you know, we could have done the build-ups and all that stuff, but we want to just put it right out there, you know. So, and if the stream's a little weird, you guys let me know, and I'll switch to the not Wi-Fi. So what's good? You said you got an opinion. Let's hear this shit. Where are you actually stop? Where are you from?
Oh, I've got an opinion.
Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from Oswego, New York, but I live in Georgia right now.
Georgia. We played Georgia 2 nights ago in Atlanta on Halloween.
Yes, I was there. I saw y'all. Y'all were killing it.
I was dressed up like fucking what's his name? Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones.
Yes. Yes. My favorite character.
I didn't look quite as sexy as he did, but pretty close.
Oh, you did fine. You did fine. You were adorable. You get it.
I know, but adorable. I wanted to look masculine. But anyways, you got an opinion. Lay it on me, dude. Let's hear this shit.
Okay, man. I'll let you know. When I first heard it, at first I thought, I was like, oh my God. I was like, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound normal. But I got it, like, after the third listen, I was just like, that was it, dude. You guys are about to kill this album. I'll promise you that.
That's crazy. That's
dude,
crazy.
I fucking loved it. Oh, like, it didn't even grow on me. It was just like, when I first just heard it, it was different, but at the same time, it was like, it was Escape the Fate. It was Escape the Fate. It was just, it's like, no matter how much you guys could change, it's just like, when you hear you guys' music, it's Escape the Fate. You just know it. And that shit was, I knew it was going to get controversy, but I thought this shit was badass. It was sick as fuck.
That's so crazy. See, and I think that's like a genuine reaction to it, because mine was the exact same when Thrasher played it for me the first time, and when I heard it, Craig wasn't even singing on it because he had his friend sing on it for him, and Thrasher can sing but not very well, and Craig had sang like the chorus parts. He sang the hook, but his friend sang the verses for him and stuff because he wrote it, and it was just like, whoa, like, what is this shit? Like, what the I don't know, but that's kind of weird, man. Like, what the fuck?
No, yeah.
It's
I was
like,
like, oh, it went a little poppy. but it was like hardcore at the same time. But
It's like a
it gave me
joke
so many
song,
different
but not a
emotions.
joke song. It's like how Thrasher described it earlier. If you were on, he described it as kind of a tongue-in-cheek sort of, almost making fun of that entire vibe, because you got to analyze yourself.
Yeah.
And like when you're looking at the night that you thought you're being really cool and everything's fun and everyone's loud, and you kind of look objectively and you're like, oh, everyone here's a fucking piece of shit, including myself. But
that's the vibe I got from the song too. It was like when I started listening to the lyrics and everything, I was like, it doesn't really sound like your typical, oh, go out and drink, party kind of shit. I was like, there's got to be a little more to what they're writing here. And I was just like, I feel like they're kind of criticizing, not like criticizing, I want to use that. I would use more of like, I don't know, yeah, like kind of you said, it was like making fun of it. But it was just like, there's something deeper about it. I couldn't really put my finger on it, but there was something deeper. It wasn't just like, oh, let's go get fucked up, blah, 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 blah. It was like, it's really what you want to do.
What Thrasher was saying earlier was, he's kind of like saying, I got tired of hearing like just straight up emotional ballads all the time and trying to be that guy, because at some point you start to, as an artist, you almost are like trying too hard to write the line that's gonna capture everyone's hearts and make everyone cry, and you're kind of like, he's taking step back, like, that's not me all the time. I'm not that guy all the fucking time. So that's what that was. And I'm gonna read to you, because you say that, I'm gonna read to you this comment from our fan Kara, who's been a fan for a long time, and she always is commenting and just basically interacting with me on Twitter. She says, I refuse to believe that Robert Ortiz ETF, who told me he didn't like One for the Money because it lacks substance, likes Empire. Why, guys? And this was my response to her. I said, the lyrical content on Empire is massively important to the record as a whole. And the reason for that is because when we start to really look at an album, and I always compare our records to our life. And once you hear the actual name of the album, it will all make sense. And that part of that means that you're going to have days where you are fucked up, where you want to go out, and not all of those days are like, as easy as, like, well, let's have fun. Like, One for the Money was that pump up the jams, like just party and fucking football. You know what I mean? Like, or pump you up song somebody can listen to in the gym. Where this song is actually makes sense. Like, when you fit it all together, when I'm dealing with shit, I go out with my friends and we get lit, and it's fucking, we have regrets. And we're drowning our sorrows. But then it's happy at the same time. That's one way to put it. Because you're actually making memories and having a fun time, while at the same time it's damaging you even further. And then, so that's why it's so complex, and this album has those complexities. And there's songs that are really experimental. There's songs that are super like fucking straightforward. Some are old school ETF, or they just all sound electronic like this. I don't know yet. We'll have to see.
Well,
hey man,
you guys better not keep me waiting too long.
Oh, you won't. Don't worry, dude. It'll all be coming as the weeks go on. You'll be hearing a lot more, dude. And I'm really excited.
I've already pre-ordered like every album.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
waiting for this one.
So listen, man, you're awesome to talk to. I like your honesty, and that's what I want out of what I do with these live streams, is to be open and honest. And I've been honest in saying that this song is very scary to me to release first, and it's also something that you deal with it. And
you just deal with the scrutiny, right?
I read the comments. If they tell you they don't read them, they're fucking lying. Yes, you do. And what you do with those comments is up to you as a performer. I'm immune to it as far as like it hurting my feelings, because I've heard it all. I mean, I've been doing this over 10 years. Whoa.
Hi. Easy, bro. Fatherly duties.
All right, dude. You go take care of that. All right, later, man.
Take it easy, bro.
You gotta take care of them daddy duties. So anyways, dude, yeah, man, it's pretty it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I love it, you know, because at the end of the day, as an artist, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. You know, we hope that everyone will like it. That's the goal. Like I was just listening to a podcast from Joe Rogan, and it had James Hetfield, my favorite singer of all time, Metallica, and he talked about that. And he's like, well, how do you keep it going, man, when you got millions and millions of dollars and you've kind of done it all and all that stuff? Why do you keep it going? Like, what makes you want to continue? And he's just like, dude, because there's the perfect song still out there for us to try to write, the perfect riff, the perfect fucking lyric that's going to connect with every single person on the planet. We haven't written that yet, so that's what you keep trying to do until the day you die. Whenever it stops being fun, you'll stop. And believe me, dude, that guy wrote Saint Anger and everyone crucified him. Fucking Lars decided to fight for artists when Napster hijacked his music and shared it without his permission. He said, no, we get to control our music, not you. And he got crucified for that. And then when they released the Black Album, one of the biggest selling albums in history, like fucking top fucking 5, like with The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon and Thriller, like that album's up there. His metalhead fans said, this is pussy shit, fuck this. You know what I mean? So no matter what you do, people are going to like what you do and not like what you do. But either way, it's still like, I like the honesty. I like hearing from this because I know at the end of the day, you're going to like something that we put out. So I'll go ahead and take another one. And that is from Miss Katie, who also had some parental duties to handle, but is now available. So let's go to you. And if you want to be on the live stream, this is patreon.com/HeyRob. And speaking of which, we do have a brand new Patreon member, and that is you, Katie.
Hi. I'm gonna go somewhere PJ Masks is not.
Tending to these parental duties. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Well, right now it's not the parenting that's annoying.
Yeah.
You good? You got it. You're situated. Let's see the little.
Yeah.
One. Let's see the little one.
Oh, you didn't see her before? Cora, say hi. Say hi. She's only shy sometimes.
How old is she?
2. Just turned 2.
My daughter's about to be 1 next week. Isn't that insane?
Are they really already 1? Oh my god.
I know. It's insane, right? Give some hearts for the mothers all over the world.
You're not hungry. You were just eating grapes.
But anyways, so before we let you go tend to this fully, which she seems to be calm at the moment, have you heard? Yeah. Have you heard the new song at all?
I did, and I think I need to listen to it again, maybe, because that has never been my kind of music. Like, never, ever.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up on country with my dad, and, like, I fell in love with rock music along the way, too, and, like, that's primarily what I listen to. Pop music has never been that for me, so, but I love One for the Money, and Gorgeous Nightmare is my absolute favorite by you guys, so I feel like if I give it another try, maybe, but I'm definitely open-minded still to like the rest of the album and what you guys have in store, because I heard you guys in Baltimore, and I'm going to see you actually again in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And you guys played for, yeah, VIP both times, too.
Well, listen, I heard you say something there that was really interesting, and I love that. I love the honesty, like always, right? That's what I'm saying. I love that. But the one thing that really caught me was the fact that you said pop music. I find that very interesting because what I thought to myself, and I've said this so many times already, when I heard it was, this is very odd, it's very weird, and I don't know what to make of it. Now, when I think pop music, I think bland, straightforward, verse, chorus, you know, here comes the big hook, and boom, there it is, and then it's kind of, but if it sounds good enough and the lyrics strong enough or the melody is good enough, it's fine. But it's very like kind of in the box. what is weird about this to me, and why I think I wanted to have a discussion, is that it's not necessarily in the fucking box by any means, especially for us. We experiment a lot, but this one's even more out there than anything we've done. So it's kind of like, it's interesting you would say pop, like that word would come to your mind, whether that was a Freudian slip or you really meant it. That's like, just calling it pop is very odd to me. And that's why I say, I think people have perceptions of what they want to hear, or what they want to like, or what they don't want to like for whatever reasons. Maybe you hear an ugly guitar, you tell yourself, yeah, that's more authentic to me. And maybe this song sounded less authentic, or maybe it's just those sounds that you don't like, the super electronic. I'm the same way. I don't
It
like
wasn't so much
shit.
like musically, it was more lyrically for me.
See, and that makes sense too. And I get that, because it's so like, it's almost like fucking elementary school nursery rhyme, like fucking, and what's this drinking, like doing lines, like what is this? Like, I mean, I want to hear the stuff about the freaking struggles and, you know, and overcome.
Right, exactly. And that's exactly why I love the entire Hate Me album. That is exactly what all that is, but it was also in a more, not necessarily upbeat, but like somewhere in between.
Yeah. And that's why to me, I like this song, because it's different, you know. And although I mean, it's weird to me too, man. And like I said before, I told Thrasher, I'm like, I don't know about this electronic shit, man. I mean, we've done it before. It's not like this is anything new, but it's like, wow. And then especially what was really scary was not just doing that, experimenting, but releasing it first. For you as a diehard fan to go, wow, this is what they're going to put out. This is what the new album's going to sound like. This is crazy. You know? So that's what makes it all really, really like interesting to hear these reactions. You know, when you call it pop, that's but anyways, we'll get to a couple others so you can send to these mom duties. But you are now
dance
on
around my bed.
Hi there. But anytime I go live now, you are more than welcome to join the stream, and I will go to you, okay? And we'll be back tomorrow. All right, well, we had to let her go. But, you know, if you guys want to join in, links right there at the bottom, patreon.com/HeyRob. That's what I call my show, Hey Rob, because, you know, that's, yeah, that's what people always say. Hey, Rob, let me get a drumstick. Speaking of drumsticks, I do have a tier where you can get your drumsticks, and I put together all the lists. I will see my friend Future Legend in 2 days, and we will get these sticks out to everyone. We are on back order. As well as tomorrow on Fan Mail Friday, I will be telling everyone I got 3 grand prize winners to give away for the last couple months. Some one-of-a-kind items. I've given away a drum head signed that I used on this brand new album. I've given that away to Cody. I've given my old stage shirt, one of my Selena shirts. I got 2, a black and white one. I gave that one to Uali. That's pretty iconic for me. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna give something really, really special away this month. You know, so we'll see. Tomorrow I'm gonna choose some people, and I got to think of some items that I'm willing to part ways with. Although I already got one, so we'll see tomorrow. To answer your question, Eddie, I will be on at 9 o'clock, and we could go into some more stuff and talk a little bit more about just, you know, you could ask questions about whatever you want. It's Fan Mail Friday. Ask me whatever you want, and I will answer. It can be about music. It can be about whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So, and there you go. So let's go back into this list and see who else is on. If you are a Patreon member, go ahead and let me know, and I will bring you right on. Where are we at? Let's pull up this list, because I've been over here looking at different stuff. Wow, who do we got? Richard Collis. Hi, Rob is from, wow, how do you say your name? Kinrar UN Arashi Fairbanks. Whoa. Shy, can I go to you next? We're going to go to you next. Shy is old school now. Landry wants to go up as well, but we've already invited Shy. And so, hey, what's up? From Oregon, right?
Yeah, Oregon. It's cold right now.
It's cold. It's actually warm where I'm at in Jacksonville, Florida. It's very warm. Actually, it was kind of fucking hot today, to be honest, which is weird. But anyways, you heard the new song, and you got some opinions to share.
Yes, actually, when it came out, I was at work. I'm a social worker, so I never have any time for anything.
Wow.
So this whole time, I've been listening to Empire.
Wow. The whole time.
Okay, well, maybe like I listened to it like 4 times, so.
Damn. I mean, what are your thoughts? What was your first initial reaction, and like, how do you feel now?
You know, I'm never one to really like songs the first time I listen to them. I don't know, I'm just weird that way, but I genuinely liked Empire. You can hear a little bit of the old Escape the Fate, which is awesome, but you can also hear, you know, the new stuff that you guys are bringing in, and it's a great song. I don't know why everybody's hating. Haters gonna hate, taters gonna potate, I guess. I don't know.
Taters gonna potate? What the fuck?
I don't, it's something that so I'm originally from the South. I mean, I'm from Nevada as well, and like that's what we say.
Taters gonna potate. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I love that, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's so weird. See, like, man, I love this, and I love how this is growing and doing these things, and obviously being on Facebook, which makes it easier for everyone. I love how it's grown because I hear people say things, and I absorb other people's minds, and your mind seems to work like mine. I don't like anything the first time I hear it, period. I don't like it. I just don't, because it was just different to me, and I don't know. The only one song that I've ever heard in the, like, say, the last fucking 10 years where I was like, damn, that's fucking sick, was the what's the Venge song? It's the Stage. And maybe it's because they had the new drummer, and although Aaron, who drummed for them on the Hail to the King, he's a really good friend of mine, but the new album with the crazy drums and the shredding, I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are fucking pulling out all the stops. They're going for it. And I fucking loved it right off the bat. And then everything else after that, like, I would hear the songs. I'm not sure. Metallica, I don't know about this album. This is my favorite band. I don't know if I like it. But now I fucking love it. It might be my favorite Metallica album, you know? And I'm like the same way. Anytime I hear something the first time, like, maybe it's because I'm afraid of get into fads. Maybe it's because my mind doesn't know how to process it. Maybe I just want to let the hype die down a little bit before I really make an opinion. I don't know what it is, but I take a step back and I say, let me analyze this and let me fucking give it another try and see how I feel, you know? And that's so crazy that you say that. I never like anything the first time. That's really weird.
Yeah, and it's nuts because I just went to the Nothing More in Palisades concert last night, and I had VIP. And, you know, I was talking to someone that I met there, and they were talking about Escape the Fate, and we had this whole, like, hour-long conversation about you guys and about how you're the original member, the last one, and then about just all the old members, and then we were talking about the new album, and, like, we were all, like, everybody I talked to about it was excited for what Escape the Fate was going to put out next. And I think it's crazy how people are hating on Empire because bands aren't going to do the same, you know, type of music every single year. It's like, I don't know, I think it's just dumb to think that everybody's going to like something because there's so many different personalities and so many egos in this world that we'll be robots if everything everything makes everybody happy. It's not possible.
Yeah. Wow, see, and that's so crazy because, like, I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and Joe Rogan is one of my favorites. Sometimes he really goes out there. Sometimes he talks to some of the greatest minds in psychology and science and history and social academia and all that stuff. And he's really, like, brings in such a variety of guests. And he had this one guy on there, and they started talking about music. And it's like, how do you explain music then? Like, if you could, they talked about the concept of putting the human mind into, like, a computer, you know what I mean? Like, in like 100 years, or maybe even longer, maybe less time, that will be something that's actually possible. And they brought up the theory of music. It's like, but where does music fit into that? Why does it make people move? Why is it that at the end of I Prevail set, they play their hard rock song and everyone's moshing and singing and headbanging and gyrating in these weird ways, bashing into each other, singing like crap in their hearts when they're singing the lyrics, and then they walk off stage, and the lights come on and everyone's time to go home, and their exit music is what's it called? Is it T-Pain or yeah, no, it's Lil Jon, you know, Turn Down for What, or whatever that song's called. And instantly all these people go from headbanging and moshing to dancing and grooving like they're at a club. It's like, why do they not behave the same way? Why does this music make them think this way and this music makes them think that way? Why do their bodies physically move in a completely different formula? Like, why the fuck does that happen? You know what I mean? And you're right, not everyone's a fucking robot. No one's a robot, actually. So, you know, how is it? That's dumb. But it's like, we're not robots, so we react differently to different things, and music is magical, and we can't explain why certain music affects us, not just because sonically what we hear, which is one thing that guy was talking about. I wish I could remember his name, but he was talking about how, you know, there's formulas for which chord progressions or note progressions will make someone feel emotional. If you play this chord structure at a wedding, people will cry. It's like a scientific fact. And he tried to explain that, but I'm like, okay, well, how do you explain punk rock? How do you explain the Sex Pistols and the Misfits and shit that sounds like complete garbage, but I don't know why I like it? When you hear a bad singer, but he's got a certain type of voice. When you hear virtuoso players and you feel nothing. It just sounds like jerking off to you. Why? I don't know. You know what I mean? And these kind of things are like, it's crazy. Not robots. So for someone to hear this and be like, whoa, let's take a step back. And that's fucking awesome, dude. It's amazing that you would give it more chances and think of it, but you kind of liked it pretty quickly. That's crazy.
I don't know what it was weird, because I usually go into when bands release new music, I go into going, oh my God, I'm gonna hate this, and I listened to it, and I was in the bathroom, my phone was in here, and I was just like, I was jamming, and the song is super catchy. Like, I was so surprised. I was like, oh my God, I could totally party to this. Like, my 21st birthday is in a month. Wait, yeah, December 21st. I turned 21. I'm gonna party to that song.
Fuck yeah. So anyways, we'll get to another couple people here before we get out. But I just want you to send a message to Amber for me. Tell her I can't fucking find her on Facebook, and I'm not going to be doing this witch hunt to get her. Tell her to add me, and we can have her on, dude. She was always on, but now she's fucking gone missing.
Yeah,
So
she's going through like quite a bit of stuff right now. She just moved, and I mean, she lives like an hour away from me, so I'm tempted to just show up at her house and be like, yo, bro, add Robert. Just do it. Come on now.
Do it. This is fun, dude. This will clear the mind sometimes to talk about stuff like this and vent and think about different parts of life that are fun too. So we'll see you next time. We'll be back tomorrow. You know the time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks to Shai for coming on. We did want to get to, I believe he raised his hand, literally. That would be Landrew. And if you want to be on this, and I know a couple of you asked, if you want to be on here, you do have to sign up to my Patreon page. You got to support. That's patreon.com/HeyRob. Support the artist, and that way I could I got a whole thing right here that I'm looking at. It's got a list of everyone, and I got everyone's stuff, their infos, their Twitters and their Instagrams and all that stuff. And more importantly, for this, their Facebooks and all that kind of stuff. So we did have Landrew that wanted to come up. So if Landrew, if you want to send me this message real quick, make it quick. There you are. Hopefully he's still on. Landrew, hopefully he's heard this song. Man, maybe refreshing to hear someone say, that song sucks. What up,
What's
Landrew?
up?
We can't see you. Where you at, dude? Everyone wants to see your sexy face.
I don't know. I can't find the lights in my house.
Well, you know what?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
There you go.
There we go.
See,
Sorry about that.
And I got a fucking lamp right above me, so it's kind of giving that glare that it's like an automatic Instagram filter. So it's getting rid of all my blemishes. It's like I look good. Like the bone structure's there, but I got some blemishes, man. I gotta cut myself shape. Anyways, so
the Ortiz filter.
That's right. I got the Ortiz filter right now. So you have you had a chance to hear the new song?
I did. It made my dick retract my body.
Oh wow!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, the song was good. I can see why people might not like it that much though, because it's really inconsistent. It is part of it, I think.
Yeah, it is like it's out there. You know what I mean? It's very out there, and I don't even know what to make of it. And it's certainly unorthodox in that it doesn't follow like a perfect formula of boom, here's your chorus. It's like, what is the hook?
Yeah.
What part's the hook? The quiet part, the boom part,
I set my friends on fire.
Is that the hook?
Probably.
I don't know. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know. Like, I think part of it though too is, by the way, I like the new song. I listened to it the first 2 times. I'm like, I don't know about this. Let me put it in my speakers in my car, and I start blowing it up. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, I think it's something you gotta listen to with bass bumping, and you know, I think that's when you can really appreciate it and just have it loud and in your face.
wow. See, I just said this to Shy right on the last call, and you know, bringing up the podcast I was just listening to, and that's amazing that you say that, because this song is far more about feeling as far as music sonically and bass bumping, and that's why mostly in the clubs we listen to hip hop, because that bass fucking bumps. And my friend Kaylee from Canada, she said, I love the obnoxious bass on this song. Now, we had it in her car and we fucking cranked it. You know what I mean? Not like, I think people forget that, you know, as music in this particular genre with our band, which we're known for having very emotional lyrics a lot of times, we forget that we also like to just fucking bob our heads once in a while and listen to something. And when you're in the studio, the things are like fucking compressing and retracting. The speakers are blowing the air towards you, like you feel it in your fucking chest. That's why when you're at a live show and those subs are hitting, you feel it in your chest, literally physically feeling it. And in the studio when we're listening to this, it sounds fucking dope. If you're gonna play this new song on your phone and these fucking tiny little shitty fucking speakers I got up here and down here, it's not going to do much for you. Especially if you're looking for lyrics. The song's not about, you know, capturing this crazy story. It's very simple to understand. We're getting fucked up, you know. And
what I think, yeah, what probably happened, because how I first heard it is when I woke up, I saw the notification for it, and I think a lot of people probably listen to it on their phone, man.
Exactly.
Because that's what. Because you guys probably posted it. I'm assuming. Probably 8 o'clock. You guys are on the East Coast right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. Oh my God, Jesus! What the fuck?
What happened?
What the fuck? Okay. I just tried to click on one of those like scrolling things, and okay, my bad.
Wow. As long as they don't send you any crazy shit, they'll give you viruses and stuff, dude.
No, it's those things that like scroll, and it's like fill the hole with this, and then but when you click the video, it's like fucking loud ass moaning. Jesus Christ, what?
Well,
ear rape.
We got to keep it semi-PG. I cuss a lot, but there are children here. But anyway, you know.
Okay, but I'm trying to find it, because another thing was when you guys go to YouTube, there's actually, it's not on YouTube yet. Why is that?
It's see, it's a weird thing about this right now, because technically we're not gonna drop it available until tomorrow. So this was a premiere for Octane Radio, which they're a huge supporter of Escape to Fate, and they're awesome. So if you guys listen to Serious Octane, you'll hear the song on there. And yeah, so we gave them the first shot at this song and everything, and they wanted to premiere it on their station and everything, and the video and all that. So I'll resend the link later so it'll be easier to find. It's there, but it's, I don't know. I got to check it out, actually. That's a good question. I should hit up the label and find out what the fuck's going on.
I think another thing that's notable too is your last 2 albums from, I can't remember what the self-titled one was, but for Hate Me, you had Just a Memory, which was just like in your face. And then Ungrateful, you had
Ungrateful.
What is that? It's like Stand and Scream, that fucking song.
Grateful.
What was that? Is okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other, but Yeah, but both those songs were like boom in your face, you know. And I think
Yeah.
for a single to be like this, I think people are probably like, you know, we haven't had a new song in 2 years, and what's this? I don't know, maybe. But the way people are fucking talking about it, you'd think that the song raped and murdered their fucking family and got away with it on a fucking technicality. It's like,
That's
God
crazy,
damn.
right?
I liked it though.
Got raped and murdered their family and got away with it on a technicality. Oh, just that. Wow. That's crazy. No, and that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, it's amazing how we can have that sort of just different reaction and feeling. And that's, again, what was so scary about it to me was because I knew this was not the typical formula. You know, since the beginning, it's always release the heavy song first. It's just shut the fucking haters up, and then we'll show them all the other shit too that goes on this roller coaster ride of emotions. And this time it's like, why do we need to do that? You know, let's just, what are we feeling right now? And, you know, and we talked a lot about it, and this, you know, the label fucking loved this, and they have a plan for why this one has to be first. And we may not always see eye to eye with the label, and this one was tough pill to swallow for sure, because again, we're scared. It's like, for us, it's like, nah, dude, release the heavy one, or if not release the heavy one, release this fucking specific song that we know is going to be the one that all of you are going to love without a doubt. And they have a plan, and we have to kind of listen to their opinion, because they've done a lot of good things. And at the end of the day, Thrasher was feeling a party anthem, and as a bandmate, I helped him achieve that. And it's our music no matter what we do, and that's not the only song on the record. And you know, a lot of people love this song, and a lot of people will not love this song and feel like they got raped and their family got raped and murdered and got away with it. Technicality. But yeah, hey Landry, good talking to you as always. Though we'll be back again tomorrow, Family on Friday, and we'll talk about anything tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. You know the drill. We'll see you there, dude. Peace.
For sure. And just remember, what's it called? Icy Stars dropped a new song today too, and fucking what's their name? Attila dropped one. They're all going through the same thing, dude. So
dude, and amazing you say that, because I started kind of off with saying that at the very beginning of this, is that since the beginning of my career, dude, since Dying Is Your Latest Fashion came out, okay, I was hearing, oh, not good enough, that, oh, what's that song? I like the demo better. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, with fans that heard it on MySpace before we were even signed. We've been hearing this since the beginning. Since This War Is Ours, like, oh, I don't like this song. Where's their heavy shit? And now I hear, where's their heavy shit like This War Is Ours? I've been hearing it forever, but it's cool to get people's perspectives on why they feel certain ways, you know? Because now I don't care. Let's bring you face to face and tell me why you feel that way. You know what I mean?
I would only be mad if you guys made another song like that clown remix for This War Is Ours. That I think that's probably like your only bad song that you guys have. Like I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do. That was Clown from Slipknot, giving it his best.
But what happened?
Couldn't tell you, but we wanted to give him a try, and he liked the song, so he's like, let me fucking fuck this shit up, and you know, we could show it to Slipknot fans and stuff, and you know, and putting your name attached to Slipknot in some way is fucking pretty rad, you know what I mean? So he went at it, and that's what he came up with. And I mean, that's not what people are going to know the song for, but it definitely can bring in a different audience. So you just got to try shit. That's what as an artist, you just do what you're feeling in that moment, and people like it. They don't, there's always another song you're going to write. You just keep making music, you know, and that's
people want to put people in a box, and then if you get out of that box, what the fuck?
Exactly. All right, man. Well, we're going to get to a couple more before I get up out of here, and we'll see you, dude. See you tomorrow.
All right, dude. See you around.
Peace. Landrew, good. See, I like him because he's, you know, he's honest, man. He's real honest about everything, and he shoots it to me straight, and that's pretty rad, you know. It's hard to get that when you call people out, you put them on blast. Like, it's like, what are you thinking? And it's awesome that you could just be straight up like that. So it's cool, man. It's cool. where are we at? Let's do a couple more before we get on out of here. And if you want to join and you are not a Patreon member, as always, patreon.com/HeyRob, and you can sign up. And we got a couple here today that are going to have drumsticks coming their way, and we got a couple that are signed up and they're going to be on this show. So let's see where we are at. Scroll through here. This is going to be fun. You already know who this is. She's a veteran of this show. She's always got something crazy to say. You know her as Aubrey. Oh my gosh, this will be interesting. Aubrey Lyman, a very good evening to you. How are you doing?
Hey, I wanted to tell you something. I got nervous Wednesday and I accidentally deleted the account and I got it back. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Don't you worry. Which account? What are you talking about?
And I want you to, could you tell Thrasher I followed him? And I want to tell you, I love your music. I love that new song.
Really? That's awesome. It's very different than anything from Escape the Fate. So you're into it though.
One of the things I hate is haters. The people that hate the music. I love your music no matter what.
You hate haters. Yeah, because I
hate them when they hate your.
And just so you know, Thrasher's on here and he says thank you.
Yeah, he told me thank you what I told him about his new song. I told him on Instagram.
I told him you thought he was hot and he started blushing. I'm just kidding. I just kidding.
Aww.
I mean, sort of. But anyway.
Hey, I wanted to ask you if you could try to, because I signed up for the drumstick. I was wondering, could you give it to me in concert?
Yeah, when are you coming out? In Pittsburgh?
November the 29th.
Which one? Was it the one in Indiana?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Columbus, Ohio. Yes, I'll absolutely give it to you in person. I've given a couple fans in person.
Thank you.
So I will make sure you get yours, and I look forward to meeting you. So I'm glad you like the new stuff. I hope you like the rest of it. It's all. I'll be honest with you. This album
I listened to it like 3 times. I listened to it 3 times today.
That's awesome. See, so you're really giving it a try, and I think that's what a true fan does. I mean, you may not like everything that the artist does, and you might find it weird. You might love it right out the gate. You never know, but you have to give it a real try and see because this is your favorite artist. This is someone that's gotten you through a lot of tough times or helped you celebrate good times, and you have to give
You
them
are
a
my
real
favorite
chance.
band, no matter what.
Well, that's awesome, and I appreciate that.
You're my favorite band, no matter what happens.
That's freaking awesome.
And did you notice I dyed my hair?
You did. What is that? Just black? I also saw that you dressed up as.
Yeah, guess who I think is I like him as a role model. Can you tell him that?
I will when I see him. So
I dressed him like for Halloween.
I saw that. That was awesome. But a good friend of mine just joined, so we got to get to him. And I will see you tomorrow for Family on Friday.
Rock on.
Think of some dope questions for tomorrow, and we'll see you.
Okay, I already got about like 78 questions.
Oh my gosh! Well, make sure you pick your 4 best, and we'll go with those.
Okay.
We'll see
Bye.
you later. I'm going to bring on a very, very special guest. This is Eric Jensen. Maybe I can bring him on. I'm not sure. He might have gone off already. Just he wanted to check it out. Wait, I can't invite him on here. Yo, Eric, get on here, dude. I can't. Oh yeah, I can. There it is. Can't invite this guest. That means that he's either off or that he is in need of a phone update. But I'm going to invite someone else. She might not be ready, but this is Heidi Parsley, who I just added recently. She is a Patreon member. And what's up, Heidi? How you doing? You need a little bit of parsley to spice it up, dude. Give it a little flavor.
Oh, yeah.
How many people make fun of your parsley name, dude?
Everyone.
That's awesome. Where are you from?
I am from Indiana.
So are you going to the Fort Wayne show?
Like, I am not. I'm trying to go to the Michigan one.
Wait,
in Grand
are
Rapids.
we even playing Fort Wayne? I don't even fucking remember. Let me check it out.
On the 25th.
Oh, so wow, you already know this. All right, cool. But
I used to live in Fort Wayne.
really, Fort Wayne's pretty cool, man. It's outside of Indianapolis, right? And it's kind of, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like 2 hours.
We get a lot of great shows there. That's all I know. I'm looking at the dates right now. Sorry, where you at? Oh, okay, I see this. Fort Wayne. It's not on here. Maybe. Yeah, there it is at Pierre's, and then the intersection in Grand Rapids. That's where it'll be.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, welcome to the Patreon family. You are officially a member and everything. And so let's get straight to this though. Have you heard the new song?
I have.
Really?
I listened to it twice on my way home from work.
I'm scared.
I like it actually. Like I haven't listened. I'm a fan from like 2011. So I haven't really been like up with the new music lately.
Okay.
So like I actually like it as like the new song.
Wow.
Because it's closer to what I've been listening to, which is weird.
That is kind of weird. That's pretty strange actually. So that's awesome. I'm glad. I hope you bumped it in your car. Did you at least fucking crank it up or what?
Oh yeah, it was on full blast.
Really? That's awesome. So like, I don't know. Do you think we should play that live or we should still play this other song that we've been playing to give you another taste?
I think you should definitely play it live.
Really? I think doing that song live, and see, it's crazy because I was thinking that when we first got the final mix that we all really loved, we kept going back and forth on this one. You know, like we really do. Like you got to think for us, we're trying different things, and you never know what's gonna work. And one day you love this song, one day you hate that song, and things change with it, right? And you're feeling, and when you write a new song, you're like, oh, that song is great. Fuck all these other songs. Let's write more like this. Like your moods change constantly, right? And with this one, I wasn't really like stoked on where it was at. And then when we got the final mix and I drove in my car, I got a fucking, thanks to Future Legend, Magic Man Customs, they fucking fixed up my car. I cranked that fucker up, right? Well, actually, I didn't crank it like this. I had to push it on the button. Turned it all the way up. And I'm like, yes, I can't wait to play this live. That's what I said to myself.
Right.
And I realized that like it was a similar feeling to One for the Money, where it was like this is meant to be performed and felt, and again physically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's more of the beat and like the feeling of it.
It's like a club, dude. You crank it up and everyone has a good time. Like if you're gonna listen to it on your fucking phone, you're not gonna get the full impact of it. And so that's why I asked you, did you turn it up? And I kept saying to myself, damn, dude, this song's gonna be dope live, and it's gonna be that song that people are gonna talk shit on, but it's gonna stay in their head. And the next morning they're gonna wake up, I set my friends on fire, and then they're gonna like, fuck, all right, let me listen to that song again. Maybe I need to listen again, and then they'll listen again, and then we'll play it live and be like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. You know, and that's what this song's about. You know what I mean? It's about having a good time. So maybe we should play it. You think we should?
I think you should. It's probably best that I listened to it first in the car on full blast, because I felt like all the like the bass and all the little beats.
Dude.
So definitely live is probably the best.
You know, I'll say something that Jimmy Iovine, and for those of you that don't know who Jimmy Iovine is, motherfucker owns music basically. He co-created. He's the owner of Interscope Records. He co-created the Beats headphones with Dr. Dre. Fucking man loves this, right? We go into his office. He's like the Godfather, and we give him the new song. He turns it up, not fucking kills it, but he turns it up, and he has these amazing speakers. And he would just like, he played the song, but then he also played these like random just sounds, and he's like, check this shit out. And then when he got done showing us all this stuff, he looks at us, and this is an old guy that's a billionaire, and he says, "Sound matters." That's what he said. He's invested his whole life into not only putting out what people like listen to, but also how they listen to it. He's invested his whole life into that. And this song is kind of, it goes along those lines, dude. You know, Thrasher and I talked earlier about using specific sounds and things like that. And this one really is about those sonics and about bumping and about fucking making shit sound dope, you know, and wanting to create a vibe, that feeling, you know. So I'm glad you turned it up. Maybe we'll play it live for you.
Awesome.
But listen, I'm going to get to the next one. Thanks for being on Patreon.
Right.
I'll be back tomorrow. If there's any questions you've ever wanted to know about Escape the Fate or myself, be here tomorrow and you get to ask them. We'll be on at 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you in fucking Michigan, I guess.
Michigan,
All right, later, Miss Parsley. Fucking Kane Churko's on, dude. Kane Churko is the mastermind behind Blood of In This Moment. He's a mastermind behind that record, working with them and writing with them and all that stuff. And he's awesome, just a real genius. We had an opportunity to work with him before. Him and his father, Kevin Churko, they're both responsible for such amazing records, including the new Papa Roach records that have been coming out. And they've done a lot of amazing stuff. And, you know, we ended up working with Howard Benson, which was a lifelong dream of mine because of the My Cam records and stuff. But hopefully in the future, we can work with Kane Churko and all that stuff. If you're on, Kane, I'd love to bring you on. We could talk a little bit about this stuff and experimenting with sounds, because some fans just are crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think I might go to Shannon next. Shannon Anderson, if you want to come on, I will bring you on, another wonderful Patreon member. And if you want to be on Patreon, again, patreon.com/HeyRob. You know what I'm saying? And we got a couple. So we got Andrew Banuelos, Banuelos, who just joined in. Let's see if he's still on. Andrew, shoot me a text and let me know that you want to come on. If you still do, put a comment on here and we will add you and you can give your take. Shannon, wow, welcome to the show.
Hi.
It is nice to see ya. Who's this kid over here? That's awesome. Oh, don't freeze up on me. You're freezing up. You're freezing up. Can we see you? No.
There's one more.
There you are. There you are.
There we go.
So anyways, did you get a chance possibly to listen to the new song?
I sure did.
Oh,
I had to listen to it like probably a few times.
Yeah.
Cause you know, it's like what you said. You got to listen to a few albums, you know, a couple of songs over and over to really get the feel for it.
Yeah.
And I listened to it on the way back. Jacob, stop! You're being silly. Gotta love 10-year-olds. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I dig it. I really do.
Really?
And I do. I really do. It's really catchy. Like I said, I had to listen to it a few times to, you know, get the feel for it. But it's just like what I was saying about A7X's The Stage album.
Mm-hmm.
I had to listen to that like numerous of times to really get a feel for it because it was so different.
It's out there, dude.
It was way out there compared to their other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just like with yours. I'm used to like the heavy stuff and, you know, I'm liking this. I'm really digging it. So
it's different. Yeah. And honestly, I will say this to those of you that have made it this far. Like, honestly, not that I'm trying to say that I'm not happy with the song at all, because that's not. I love the song, actually. It's fucking crazy. But it's that I'm also like, I know that there's a lot of different genres on this new record, and that no matter what era of Escape the Fate fan, no matter what genre of Escape the Fate fan the heavy ones, like you said, or the ones who like Ashley and the ballads, or the ones who enjoy this experimental side, who liked the self-titled album, which had a lot more industrial qualities. This record has something for everyone. It really does.
I kind of compare it to the new Hollywood Undead album that just came out. Like, I really like the song Riot because it has like a techno beat to it.
Wow.
And it's out there. It's not like their other stuff. And with your new song, it's not like the Escape the Fate that I know.
Yeah.
And I like different. I love it. Different is good,
It is different. And what's amazing to me is that there's a song on this record, right, that it's also completely different. It's not like something we've ever done. And it's odd that it's a song that I wrote because I'm the drummer, and there's no drums on it. And
really?
Yeah. And,
oh my God, that's strange that there's no drums on it.
There's no drums on it, right? You'll know which one I'm talking about when you hear it. And when I showed the guys this, they didn't get it either. They're like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's too this or too that, or we already did an acoustic song before and it didn't really work or whatever, and maybe let's keep more traditional sounds. And they kept kind of going that way. I'm like, guys, you don't get it. I need this for my soul, man.
Right.
And I care about.
Well, I feel like this song is like a piece of the puzzle to the rest of the album. So I'm excited to hear the rest of the album because I feel like there's something more behind it, behind the song.
Yes, there is. And it will make sense when you look at it. And I have this amazing painting of the Joker. If anyone's seen my YouTube version of what was the original format for my podcast, I have this Joker painting, and every now and then I'll go right up to it. It's beautiful and fucking epic. It's where he's holding up the card and that scene in the, which I'll go more into The Dark Knight in a second, but I'll look at this painting and I'll examine it. I'll go up to it, like literally like right up to it, and I'll look at little parts of it. And it's crazy because there's this like yellow smudge, and I'll sit there and examine this thing because it's like he's wearing a purple outfit, his hair's green, and he has white paint with like red, and there's this yellow smudge that on its own makes complete no fucking sense. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is this thing? Like, what? Like if I were to just cut that piece out and put it, it'd be like, what the fuck is this? This is not art. But as you back away for a second, you're like, wow, this complete.
It comes into perspective.
Absolutely, perspective. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The big picture. Now this song, as cool as it is to a lot of people, and as fucking, as Landrew said, feels like they raped their family and got away with it on technicality to other people. When you look at the big picture, it's gonna be so awesome. And
that's why I need to hear the rest of the album.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. And
I'm so excited.
And I think that will be representative of most of the songs, where on their own they will be good. And you know what's another album like that for me is the Black Parade from Mike Hem. Not that I'm going to compare it to that, because that is a once in a generation album that is, it will, hands down like art right there. I love that album. That's on some other level. I'm not going to say that I can compare to that, because I would, as an MCR fan, I would shoot my own self for saying such blasphemous things. But it's when I listen to those songs, I think when you listen to Three Cheers, these are hit, and great songs. Fucking the Black Parade doesn't have that hit. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that song that is like, sounds like this one's going to be the pop radio song that's going to overtake. It's easy to say the Black Parade as its own, right? Because it became such a massive hit. But it's like that song on its own, when you first heard it, if you're a Mike Hem fan, you're like, what the fuck is this? These guys like, let's not even listen to the song. What are these guys are a parade? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
And then you hear, and it's this piano thing, and it's this intro, and there's trumpets, and then it goes into this, and it ends up sounding really cool. As a hook itself, the chorus isn't like this epic chorus, but once you put the whole song, you're like, damn, that's a masterpiece. And then you put all the whole album and each individual song that neither one, no other song actually became an actual hit besides the Welcome to the Black Parade. But when you put it together, you're like, damn, this is a fucking absolute masterpiece.
It tells a story.
Absolutely tells a story. And I think this song is cool on its own, and it's a weird introduction to everything, but it absolutely is part of a bigger picture and a necessary part. And so I'll go back to that tweet I said earlier that I mentioned, which is that about this fan who said, you know, the lyrics, and it's like, how could Robert allow these lyrics to go? Because I'm the guy who searches the lyrics with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm like, this song's lame, this song doesn't mean anything, this stupid line here, you need to change. I'm that guy for the band, right? And this one, I was like, this is necessary, because you look at it as a whole, as human beings, we have these moments of, I'm going to get fucked up and just drown my sorrows and fuck all of you. Let's have a good time. Fuck everything.
Hey, everybody's been there. You know, it has to connect with them somehow, you know?
Exactly.
In some sort of way. I mean, like I said, everybody's been there blackout drunk and having a good time, but, you know, there's going to be haters regardless.
Exactly. So. And so that's why I say this song is it is part of a bigger picture, and it's a very important part of it. And I'm really glad, you know, and even the order that it's going to be on the record, we talked about, I'm like, I was stoked because for specific reasons, which songs would be next to it. And then I was kind of like second guessing. I'm like, nah, I can't, that doesn't make sense. And then I sat with Thrasher, and he's like, but you got to understand, dude, when you deal with this in your life, this is the natural next step that you're going to do. And that's this song.
Right.
When you deal with this, you're going to want to go and get fucked up and not care for a while. You know, and I said, you're absolutely
forget about life for a little bit.
You know, sonically, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. But then thematically, I'm like, wow, this fucking makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I got to get going here pretty soon. I got another 5 minutes, but that was awesome. We'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully we can see you then again.
Yep, I will see ya.
You open up my mind a little bit. I appreciate that. Later. Damn. So it's crazy, man. I love talking to you guys. Although I do so much fucking talking, it's awesome when someone could say one little thing and it just, I'm learning. I'm constantly, it opens my mind and I think of something and I'm like, I never thought about it that way. And then it triggers something, that just makes kind of sense, you know? It's kind of crazy. So, Steven, you are not a Patreon member. I wish you were, because it'd be awesome to hear you, who you're just being completely honest, but I'm going to be fair to everyone who has signed up. And, you know, yeah, there you go. But you can become a Patreon member and we'll get you on. And you can tell us why you think what you do about this song, you know, and be honest with me. And that's awesome. So where we go? Where do we go next? I think, whoa, no. Ah, son of a bitch. This has happened before. I just blocked someone on accident. I just fucking, I gotta go back on and unblock you. I'm sorry. Well, I think actually that might do it, because it is fucking, it is getting late here, and it'd be awesome. So, here we go. One more. Just reading some of your comments. You guys are bananas. Jolie is on here. Jolie is a friend of Thrasher's. Nice to see you, Jolie. She had this blue thing with like kind of the crow-ish looking makeup. I don't even know what it was, but it was something. But at least it was something anyway. Eric Cruz, hopefully we'll see you soon. But you know what, guys? I gotta get out of here. It's getting late. It's been nice talking with you guys. Again, one last time, if you want to become part of this, Ashley has been promising that she's going to be part of it. join Patreon, and then we can have this. Okay, well, you know what? I'll bring Emily back on one last time because I told her I would after she listened to the song, and she might be a little freaked out, like, gosh, this is the Escape the Fate. This is not the Escape the Fate I know. What's up, Emily? You heard this fucking controversial track? What's good?
I did. At first, I was like, oh, wait a minute, is this still Craig? And then I'm like, I listened to the chorus, and then, okay. And then I was like, okay, that is Craig. But Craig's voice sounds very different.
Really? Well, this
To
is
me, it does, because
experimental track.
Because I followed Craig from Bless the Fall to The Word Alive to you guys, and I'm like, he always had a distinct voice. And then I think his voice changed in this song because I'm like, this doesn't actually sound like him. But I'm like, wait a minute, it is him.
It's crazy, right? It's so, I don't know, man, but I love that. I love that we do that. And just because, look, I only got one life here. And as far as I'm concerned, I only got one fucking band. I'm going to go through every emotion possible with this one piece of art. And when I look at it and I take a step back and look at all the journeys, I'm glad I didn't leave any stones unturned. I'm glad that we did everything. I'm glad that we tried shit. I'm glad that we weren't scared. Or, sorry, I'm glad that we were brave, because we are scared, but yet we don't act like cowards. We still release it and we put it out, and we either enjoy it or we don't, and our fans either enjoy it or they don't, but we at least, we have a go at it. You know what I mean? So that's fucking rad of you as a fan to see where it goes, and you're like, this isn't Craig, this isn't even the same sound of ETF and all this shit, but you're gonna give it a chance. And trust me, the best of Craig, as far as a singular take, a singular song, a singular moment of his career, the very best of it is on this record, 100,000%. And when I hear it, it literally brings me to tears. I can't listen to it in public anymore because I'll be like walking, I'm like just fucking tears bust out. I can't do it. I can't handle that emotion anymore. And
well, I believe bands change their sound as they grow, so they're not always going to sound the same.
Yeah, dude.
They can't sound the same, or people are going to get bored of it.
Exactly. So it gets kind of crazy with all this shit, man. But listen, I do got to get going though, because it's getting late and my babies will be going to sleep soon. And before they do, I got to FaceTime them. So,
well, yes, FaceTime that 1-year-old.
Two of them. 2 1-year-olds. Remember that.
Are they twins?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yup, twins. Thing 1 and thing 2. So, all right, well, we'll see ya.
You got double. Okay, cool.
Double trouble, dude. All right, later. All right. So yeah, guys. Sorry, Eddie. I know I said I would get back to you and stuff, but I really do got to get going before my babies get to sleep, man. Because if I miss this little curtain of this little window, then they are asleep and it's game over till tomorrow, and that sucks. You know, just again, a reminder, I'll be back again tomorrow. Ashley, sign up. I do have all the stick lists of everybody, and as you've been saying, I'm going to sign up soon. I've been saying I'm going to send these sticks out soon, but I do have them, and I'm meeting with Future Legend, and he's going to help me get to while I'm on the road, he's going to help me ship out some of these sticks, because it does get challenging, and we wake up super late, and we got to go straight into sound check and all that kind of stuff. So this doesn't leave a lot of time for me in the middle of the day when the post office is open to actually take care of this shit on my own, because I like to do this stuff by myself. But in this case, I will be reaching out to my friend, Mr. Future Legend. This is one of his new shirts, actually. And he's going to help me get some of these sticks out and everything to you guys. And all you new guys that just joined on today and the ones that joined on the last stream, I appreciate the support. You know, we're going to do this forever. You know, this is fun. And, you know, I appreciate you guys, you know, keeping, you know, artists supported and making sure that they're able to do their art and stuff. And if it's not just me, well, other favorite bands you might have and favorite artists, support them, buy their music, buy their merch, go to the shows, that kind of thing. Because, you know, they fucking, it's important, man. I don't, even if my favorite bands are the biggest in the world, I still support them because they put their hearts into it, and you know, and it means a lot to me. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Join patreon.com/HeyRob if you want to join me. and we'll get back to some stuff where you guys can ask me some questions, ask me whatever you want. But see, even the wife just jumped on right now, probably to tell me that it's time to FaceTime these babies. So we'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be on for Fan Mail Friday, Fan Mail Friday. I hope it's Friday. Yeah, Friday's tomorrow. We'll see you then. This was great, awesome, fucking good time. Hopefully you guys will give this new song a chance. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. There's a lot of songs to come. If you do like it, fuck yeah, turn it up loud and fucking feel it with your chest. Later. Peace.